Kia ora, Talofa, Malay, Bula and Welcome to Season 8, Episode 14 of Breakfast Bites by TEIVOVOsports.com, a wrap of Pasifika People's sports news on a sunny and bright Sunday morning, 14 January 2024. Coming to you with tons of hanisi from the 180th meridian in the middle of the blue continent. In Rugby Union, Day 2 of the World Rugby HSBC Sevens Challenger 2024 in Dubai saw teams from 4 different continents qualify for the semi-finals. The women's semi-finals sees China versus Uganda and Argentina versus Kenya. The men's semi-finals, Kenya versus Uruguay and Germany versus Chile. Uruguay, already qualified for the Olympic Games in Paris, will face Kenya in the semi-finals after they overcame last year's challenger champions Tonga 21-14. Papua New Guinea men and women lost all their pool games. In Rugby League, a Pasifika Rugby League pioneer in Australia, Amenatave Gutugutuwai, has died at 76 of prostrate cancer. There were times when Gutugutuwai slept in the dirt and caught birds and bats for sustenance, but he rose to become one of Queensland's great multicultural pioneers. Born Ratu Amenatave Gutugutuwai in Nakasaleka, Fiji in 1947, the 6-time Fiji Rugby Union representative was recruited to Australia in 1969 to play rugby league for Brisbane's southern suburbs Magpies. Gutugutuwai was among the first South Pacific Islanders to play the sport in Australia, but he also helped to pave the way for migrants of various backgrounds. Last year, the National Rugby League reported 45% of its players were of Pacific Island descent. Former International Rugby League and Australian Rugby League chairman John Grant said the decision of Brisbane Souths to recruit Gutugutuwai and his compatriots was one of the turning points in Australian sports history. It was hugely significant, and now Rugby League attracts the stars from the Pacific and has become much better for it, Grant said. It was breakthrough stuff, something that had not been considered before, and crowds that year were phenomenal, he added. The long-time Logan resident passed away on 3rd January. Gutugutuwai was a father of 6 and had 5 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. In football, former Melbourne City prodigy Jordan Boss entered Ahmed bin Ali Stadium in Qatar as a second-half substitute and found the back of the net with his first touch of the ball in the 73rd minute to score his first goal for the Socceroos and open their Asian Cup campaign with a sluggish 2-0 win over India. In the NFL, the New England Patriots and head coach Bill Belichick have parted ways after 24 seasons and 6 Super Bowl victories together. Belichick, who turned 72 in April, had 1 year remaining on a contract that paid him US $25 million annually, more than any other coach in the NFL. Belichick has 333 career wins, but in 4 seasons without Tom Brady, he's just 29 with 37, with 1 playoff appearance. In sports biz, the Miami Heat have extended Eric Spoelstra with a new 8-year deal worth more than US $120 million, according to ESPN. That would represent the most amount of total money committed, not just in the NBA, but in all of North American professional sports coaching history. Last summer, the Detroit Pistons made Monty Williams the highest paid coach in the NBA with a 6-year, $78.5 million US contract. However, just over a month later, the San Antonio Spurs extended Greg Popovich with a 5-year US $80 million deal. Beyond the top trio, other NBA coaches with big deals include Steve Kerr, who is entering the final year of a contract with the Golden State Warriors, believed to be worth US $9.5 million annually, and Rick Carlisle, who was making US $7.25 million a year before, receiving an undisclosed extension in October that could be even more valuable. The bottom line for Eric Spolestra: his divorce from his wife just came through. You think he told her about his pay negotiations before the divorce? And that's a wrap for TEIVOVOsports.com. I'm Calden Kamea. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons below if you want to receive more Pasifika sports highlights on Breakfast Bites. Mahalo, kakite, and thank you all too much for all your love and support.